Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cat Sports, and it's kind of post game for Michigan State. But Michigan, we'll start with Michigan this week. Michigan ended up winning 34-17 against New Mexico. It's what you wanted to see. Bryce Underwood is the quarterback you did not have last year. With actually being able to throw the ball consistently. So, I mean, Michigan's looking better this year than they did last year. Already in game one.
And I like the fact that Bryce gave himself like a C+ grade, even though he threw for more yards than any Michigan quarterback in their debut ever did. And he, like you said, it's nice to see a kid who could throw the ball downfield. With that, you got to have that. You have to.
Yeah.
And he's mobile. I like what I see. Are they going to, are they going to win the Big Ten? I don't know.
So we'll see.
It's a long season.
He threw for 251 yards though, which again you didn't have last year. He didn't rush for anything. You said he was mobile. He has -5 yards total for the game.
He's pretty mobile.
But he's young. He's mobile. He just didn't have any designed runs.
He didn't have to. We ran all over him, I thought.
Yes, we did run. Justice Haynes, he ran for 159 yards off of 16 attempts. So you had no problem there. You had 3 touchdowns.
What was our total rushing as a team?
Where is that? 201 yards.
So rushed for 200 yards. Yeah, and threw for 250. That's great.
But you should. That's the thing. You should against a team like New Mexico. No offense, but New Mexico is not a big name school. They don't usually have really good football teams. You should win those games.
Well, that's why usually you start out, especially like I said, with us having this guy's a brand new quarterback. We needed a game like this just to get something, get a little. And then next week is going to be Oklahoma. So
you say you got a bigger game. We might as well do one video a week. We'll do videos on Wednesdays. Talk about both pre and post game. Because I don't have the time to really do both. But again, they played well. Going into the other game that happened this week with Michigan State, they played Western Michigan. Again, a game you should win no matter what, anyways.
Right.
Because it's Western Michigan. It's nothing that's big, amazing, right? They're not this giant powerhouse of a team you're facing. Charleston, 17 for 23, 155 yards, threw 1 touchdown. And then they ran for 181. Again, you should against Western Michigan. They're a good MAC school, but you as a Big Ten team should beat Western Michigan. Michigan State should be beating Western Michigan every year. It should not be an issue playing these weaker schools because that's usually what you do in the beginning of the year.
I mean, like I said, it's a good warm-up game for when they play somebody a little tougher. Michigan State is still behind, probably middle of the pack for the Big Ten, which is a progress for them. I think Charles is going to have a better year, but they don't look like, I don't think they're going to, they're comparable to the big teams in the Big Ten.
No.
They're still going to get their butts kicked when they play better teams.
Now,
but we'll see.
Looking between the two games next week, Michigan is going to go to Oklahoma. They're without one of their starting defensive players. I forget who. Again, I'm not as big into college, but the one guy who got kicked out for targeting, which didn't really fully look like a targeting.
Yeah.
It was kind of a stretch on there. It is upheld. He will be out the first 2 quarters of that game. They're given the 53% chance that Oklahoma wins. This is a 14 versus 18 matchup. Michigan is the higher seed. They're giving it to Oklahoma because they're at home. The over-under is also 5.5 for Oklahoma as well. They are favorited. I don't know. This is Michigan's first test of the year. Are they going to be a good team or not? Because their schedule is not difficult. We've talked about it before. I'll say it again. Michigan really is only playing one good team on their schedule this year.
Well, Oklahoma.
Besides Oklahoma.
Right.
Ohio State.
Well, like I said, so this is a big game because if they can win this game, hopefully they can go into the Ohio State game undefeated.
Hopefully, again, you're going to have your 2 big, because rivalry games always could go either way. Michigan State, Michigan could go either way because it's rivalry games.
To Michigan State, that's
not. Who knows how Michigan State's going to be this year?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it only is one game, and we'll see how they progress.
But outside of basically this game for Michigan, I'm not worried about, oh my God, until Ohio State. Again, Michigan State could beat you. It's a rivalry games can always go either way. You'll take Michigan over Ohio State last year as example of that they had no business winning that game and they still won it. So it could go either way, but this is your first test on are you going to be a good team? Because after this, you're going to go play at home against Central, and then you're going to go to Nebraska. Then you're going to come home to Wisconsin, go to USC. You're kind of back and forth this year.
USC.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a gimme.
They weren't good last year.
What? It's still a big school. So
but still,
this
is your first test.
See how they are.
Test for Michigan. I obviously, as a more Michigan fan, I hope they win. But I'm probably more leaning towards Oklahoma in this one just because I don't know yet.
Right. I mean, I don't know either. I think should be a very close game. And decided by like a field goal or something like that.
I'm hoping for a close, good game. That's all we can hope for.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What time is the game? Is it a noon start?
No, this one's another night game. They don't play.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
because I know that college game day is going there.
They're a 7:30 game.
That's what I want to hear, so I can watch it, man.
7:30 on ABC.
This is gonna be a fun weekend, man. Michigan playing Oklahoma, Lions playing Green Bay, Michigan State playing Boston College.
Yeah.
No, Boston College is a good team. That'll be a fun matchup.
I think they lost last year to Boston College. If I remember
they may.
Right.
Boston College is like I said, no pushover.
Not pushover.
It'll be a good test for them.
And this would be the test. Yes, for Michigan State, Boston College. I believe they did lose to them last year. This is again another test for you. Make sure you're a good team because really, Michigan State doesn't really play anybody worth of significance. Depending on how Indiana is, you got your Indiana-Michigan part for Michigan State for your test later on in the year, and then you play Penn State. Right? And you still got 2 weeks after that before the end of the year. You don't play Ohio State this year. Penn State might not be the number 2 team that they are currently ranked. Right? We might not be number 14. Indiana might not be number 20. We do not.
I'm pretty much, I'm a little less in the dark after watching. At least I know that they got a quarterback, Michigan, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, as a quarterback in Underwood that can throw the ball downfield. And so, I mean, that in itself means they're a better team than they were last year. So I'm looking forward to this and watching the progression. I don't expect them to win the Big Ten this year or to be be in the playoffs. If they are, that's pretty amazing. Look at
Why do I have a wet dog?
You got a puppy.
But either way, hopefully, they play well. But I'm going to give it to Michigan State this week. I think Michigan State will end up winning. Oh my God, look how sad she is. She's so sad and cold.
I know. Gotta go dry her up. All right.
But I'll give it to Michigan State this week. With that being said, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, let us know what you think about Michigan today, how they played that last week, and how they'll go the rest of the week. Until next time, hope to see everybody soon.
You should.